In this video, we'll be looking at the DQ for Dynamics Cleanse solution for Dynamics 365 CE. These solutions have been designed to remove the need for time-consuming manual cleansing of email, phone, and address information to ultimately leave you with a cleansed set of data that users can trust and a process that will monitor data on an ongoing basis and report back to a dashboard. There are three main scenarios when you'd use this solution. Number one is if you had a bulk set of data that you'd want to cleanse. So if you had 100,000 emails, phones, or addresses that needed to be formatted, verified, or authenticated, you would want to use this service. If you had new data coming in from integrations and it hasn't been looked at or validated upon entry, you would want to use these solutions, pick up the changes, and obviously perform checks and cleanse the data. Or if you're not using our DQ for Dynamics capture solutions that users will use when they're entering data, you might want to use these solutions so that you pick up those event changes and the data gets cleansed. So what I've done here is I've mocked up a record that we're going to use as an example. We've got Connor Doyle, we've got an email that we're going to want to authenticate to see whether it will truly deliver. We've got a telephone number that we're going to format into an international standard so that it will dial. And we've got a partial address block that is not quite complete, and we want to append attributes and make sure that it is actually a verified address as per the Royal Mail standard. So you can see here we have some cleanse tables. These are tables where we're going to log the events that need to occur in order to cleanse these pieces of data. And we can see at the minute the data has not been validated, it has not been formatted, and it has not been checked for its authentication. And equally for phones, we haven't checked whether the data is valid, formatted, or whether it will truly deliver or dial as a telephone number. So here's our phone table. And finally, we have an address table to see if the information in the address block has been verified, and that this will return a result. So let's run these flows and see what results get returned. So we have now run the DQ for Dynamics cleanse flows across the email, phone, and address tables, and we can see the results have been returned. So you can see now these three addresses that were in the queue ready to be verified have come back as is verified equals true, and we can look at the results in a moment. Let's go and look at the phone table, and we can come and look at the results. We'll see that there are two valid telephone numbers, one is not. You can obviously see that classified is not a valid telephone number, and it can also not be formatted. The other two have passed the format test and have been formatted, and you can see that they will actually dial as telephone numbers because they are authentic, and you can see these flags have been marked here. If we look at the email table, we can see that there are three valid emails. They have the correct syntax, they're formatted correctly. However, actually only one of those emails will actually deliver to the email inbox. You can see classified at classified is obviously not an authentic email and will not deliver, and the same as Fred.Flintstone at DQ Global. So he's not an authentic email at that domain. That's one way of viewing these results. The other way to view this is in a dashboard. So if we open up the dashboard, you can see the swim lanes. We've got all of the active emails that need to be checked. We can see that one of the emails has passed the authenticity check to have failed within this date range. We can obviously change the date range to filter the results that we want. And if you want to switch this, you can actually look at a tile view where you can see a high-level summary of the results. Here are all of our emails, all of our authentic emails, non-authentic, the emails that are not compliant to the format versus are, and you can get that detailed summary here. So what does that look like actually on the record? Let's go and have a look and switch out of this view. Let's go and see what Connor Doyle looks like. So before, you wouldn't have been able to see these pieces of information. You can now see that the email is authentic, and if I hover over this tick, you'll say is authentic equals to true and the time at which it was checked. You can also see the telephone numbers have been formatted, and they've also been checked to see whether they are authentic and will actually dial as telephone numbers. Finally, what we've done is taken a partial address block and completed the information. If you compare the old result, we had no address street to, city, postal code, or a lat long, and we've written those results back now. So if you're interested in trialing these solutions, there is a 1,000 credit free trial on our website, and I'll leave the link in this video. Thank you.